Hello and welcome to the 12.9 Kickoff for the Distribution Group. I'm Larissa Lane and I'm the Product Manager for Distribution. We have a lot of great things that we're working on this release. Today in this recording, I'm just going to focus on 4 of the top issues that we're working on. I'll start with PostgreSQL Updates. So you may have heard over the past few months that we've been working towards a long-term goal of supporting 2 versions of PostgreSQL at any one time, and to ensure that they are the latest versions that we can possibly support. To get there, we have been working on adding support for PostgreSQL 11. So until GitLab 12.8, we supported Postgres 9.6 and 10. In 12.8, we added PostgreSQL 11 into Omnibus GitLab as an optional version. So there are just a couple more things that we need to finish off there, and we're going to be working on those in 12.9. So I'll scroll down to the issues here so you can follow along by issue number. And so you can see the issues that remain open here in green. We have tested and validated PostgreSQL 11 with new installs and with upgrades and with GitLab HA. The couple of things that we have left to do now are to finish up some validation of supporting PostgreSQL 11 in geo installs of GitLab, and also to add support for it to the GitLab Helm chart. So they're going to be our areas of focus for 9.6. And then just to remind you, if you haven't been following along on the upgrade plans here, we do plan to make PostgreSQL 11 opt out by GitLab 12.10. And then in our next major release of GitLab, which is 13.0 scheduled for May of 2020, we will be making PostgreSQL 11 the minimum required version. There is an epic linked here if you want to learn more about our upgrade plans, including adding support for PostgreSQL 12. So the epic number to find out more about PostgreSQL 11 is 2414, and then you'll see the linked ancestor epic there. Okay, I'm going to move along now to our Patroni work. So this is another epic that you can follow along to 588. So this will be of interest to anyone that is running a self-managed instance of GitLab with GitLab's high availability features. Right now, we are using Rep Manager to manage replication of the PostgreSQL database. Rep Manager 3, the version that we're using, has limited support at this stage. So we either have to do a couple of major updates of Rep Manager or switch over to Patroni. Patroni is what we're using for replication in GitLab.com. And we do like to dog food here at GitLab so that we are providing the best experience we possibly can to anyone that's running a self-managed instance of GitLab. And so we have decided to make the switch over to Patroni. There are a number of reasons why we made this decision, and I have documented those reasons here under the problems to be solved section of this epic. So feel free to take a look, provide feedback in the epic if you have any thoughts or questions on this. One of the main motivators here was that Rep Manager 3 does not work with PostgreSQL 12. And given that we are working towards adding support for PostgreSQL 12, we either had to upgrade a couple of major versions to Rep Manager 5, which was quite a breaking change. And so we decided to take this opportunity to add support for Patroni. So in 12.9, we will mostly be doing investigation work to understand how we need to break this down into tasks and when we do add Rep Manager in a future version of GitLab, when we do add Petroni in a future version of GitLab, we will continue to support Rep Manager. So we'll have Rep Manager as the default and Petroni as an option that you can switch over to. And that will probably continue to be the case until we get to GitLab 14.0, at which time we plan to require Petroni. So again, if you have any questions, please just jump into this epic and add some comments there so that we can respond. All right, the next item that we're going to be working on is this package cloud issue. So we do keep our GitLab packages in a package cloud repository. Our signing keys for the repository is expiring and we need to renew them. So we're going to be working on that. They expire in April, so we'll be doing the work to renew them in 12.9. We will have instructions in our upgrade documentation to walk you through the steps you need to take. And if you are using, so once the keys expire, apt-get update and apt-get install will no longer work. So if you are doing automated updates or installs, please be aware that there will be some manual steps that you'll need to take to switch over to the new keys. And finally, we have been working on adding support for Pima into the GitLab Helm chart. So Pima is something that we've been working on throughout the company to add Pima as an additional web server. So in the past, we used Unicorn. We saw performance improvements with Pima, and so we've been adding that into GitLab.com and recently added it as an optional web server in Omnibus. So now I also want to call out Dmitry Cheparovsky, who has been working really hard as a community member on a merge request to get Pima added to the Helm chart. We've been reviewing the merge request and evaluating whether we should be adding a separate container for Pima, so that we would have a container for Unicorn and a container for Pima, and do separate Helm charts, or to make that all one container and one Helm chart. And we have decided to go with one container, one Helm chart, and be able to switch between the two in the configuration. So we'll continue to make some modifications to the existing merge request that's linked here, and hope to get support for Pima added in 12.9. Thank you very much for joining today, and feel free to either respond to this video or in any of the issues that I covered today with your thoughts. Appreciate it. Thank you.